show, and today we have again with us Miss Goh Ai Ching, the co-founder of Piktochart. Hi, welcome again, Ai Ching.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing with us such beautiful story about Piktochart, and especially Piktochart is started in Penang, Malaysia, and they have 13 million subscribers as of today in 2018. Yes, tell us what is the future of Piktochart? I mean, from now 2018 and many more years to come.
Yeah. So we have always been built based on our users, our user values, and we also find it important that one, I mean, as a business, we want to grow as our users grow, obviously. So we're trying to see what else could we do in order to help our users more. So right now we may have helped them here. Like, what else could we do to, help them after they have finished a particular process. So yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing.
Yeah, and you always like to see that your users are happy.
Yes.
And how they can use the product even more, and you even involve other staff to even get in touch with customers, even yourself, right?
Yes.
Tell us more about that. What do you do with customers?
Yeah, so one of our 7 core values is user focus, and the reason why I'm very happy it's there, it's because I know a lot of companies that are successful are very focused on their customers, and they don't just say it, they really do it. It's very embedded within the organization, in their processes. And for us, even we're doing our best to, like, when we onboard people, to ensure that they have data, or at least an understanding of what the customer support team goes through when they are coming up with tickets. We have a team right now. We're building a team for customer success specifically, and like the name mentions, it is really intended to help customers be successful, and how we can how we can retain people on an ongoing basis by understanding their needs, their pain points, how to build for them service. Everything revolves around customers.
I guess it's all about people, isn't it? I mean, the culture of Piktochart is also the same, because you keep mentioning about Pikto family, Pikto band, what else? Pikto trip. Wow, these are certain things. So how do you come up with things like this? I mean, Pikto band especially.
They come up naturally. So my husband's a drummer. I personally play guitar very badly, but anyway, vocalist. Although there's so many people here with very different backgrounds, we all enjoy karaoke and like music, and there are some common things that bring us together, and I think musical instruments, singing and all that bring us together as one. Food is another thing that brings us together.
Especially Penang, isn't it?
Yeah, and also because we're a semi-distributed team, so our annual company trips are very important. We have them twice a year. So once we go out of Penang, another time we bring people back to Penang in order to have sessions, workshops, collaborative time, a lot of face time, like such a moment as now.
I see. What was your vision before? That means when you was way back, in 2011 when you first started, small little warehouse, right, where you have a few 11 people working, and then now you have 50 over, right? So how has that changed? I mean, the culture of the company.
The culture has changed a lot, tremendously. I think we made a lot of mistakes as well as we go along. So at first, back then it was a very flat organization where there was not real hierarchy, no performance evaluation, nothing. Just like, a startup that was concentrating on just building product. I was like a friend to every single person, and obviously that type of model doesn't really scale after a while. So after that, we started adding in performance evaluations. We had to think about what exactly is the culture code, and what does the company do whenever this situation pops up, or whenever that situation pops up. How do we hire people? And I can't be the only person doing all the interviews, so I needed to come up together with my team a way so that we could standardize what we were looking for in a person, how we decide to reward a person, and how we decide to, let's say, ultimately let go of a person. Like, all of these things needed to come up with a standard and a culture code to do that.
How do you achieve all this? Because then now in Piktochart, I understand you have got how many people, how many nationalities, and how many languages spoken in just Piktochart alone? It's like a...
I can never remember it. I think we have about 12 nationalities, about 18 languages, but I might be wrong. But the idea is, there's definitely a great amount of diversity, but not just languages or the age or the gender or the what, but it's a lot of time the diversity comes in their backgrounds, like that they are, you have somebody who is who has maybe traveled a lot, and then somebody who has never left Penang, somebody with a background education of like college dropout, didn't even finish Form 6 or whatever, and then another person with like, I don't know, PhD. So like the diversity in that is a lot, and I think a company also needs diversity in order for it to grow, so you can have different sorts of ideas and different like check and balance and things like that.
What do you think is the threat that connect everyone of this nationality and different cultures and different religion and different languages.
Yeah.
That thread, that connect everyone together. What do you think that? that
I
is?
personally like to think it's hopeful.
Hopeful.
Our core values.
I see.
But of course, different people like see things very differently. I think that the people here, because there is hopefulness, and when we hire people based out of that, when they come together and they're obviously excited by the mission. So a lot of people are excited about the mission with visual storytelling, how to pioneer that, how to like take it forward, how to grow that particular segment. Of course, they are excited by that, but I think what makes people stay ultimately is it's not just the mission, but also the core values that we have, because they're definitely happy, working, exchanging ideas, growing alongside all of these different people.
I see. How do you see Piktochart grow? Or could you just maybe let us know, bring us through the time where you mentioned, I think in one of your articles, you mentioned that the recent US election in 2016 helped Piktochart to grow exponentially. How so?
Okay, I think that particular blog article, I wanted to look it up and check it properly, but I thought it was not so much like it helped to grow exponentially. It was just that users have created
I think
graphs.
they use it more.
Yeah,
right?
charts and graphs, and they found out about so like there were users that were creating charts and graphs, so more people were exposed to Piktochart during that time because it was published and embedded on media, news sites and things like that. So.
I see. How do you see Piktochart grow in Malaysia? I mean, especially now it's homegrown,
Yes.
And then now that we're talking about it, I guess many people are now first time ever hearing there's such an online platform for non-graphic designer like me.
Yeah.
How do you think that these things, Piktochart will grow for the next few years in Malaysia?
Well, that's a very tactical question. I think can happen a few ways. Could happen through partnerships. It could happen through, I don't know, even like going through schools, or it could happen through sales channels. Could happen through resellers. I don't know. It can happen a lot of ways.
I see.
Or partnering with agencies and things like that. I think there are multiple ways of achieving that.
I see. As a user of Piktochart, I also realized that you have this section or this special heart that goes out to teachers, educators.
Yes.
Why so?
So I didn't come from a family with like teachers or education, but I know for sure that we have a lot of users who are students and teachers, and I can see that they're really paying this out of pocket. So even if it's a teacher in US or something, uses it, they pay it out of their pocket, and it's obviously not extremely affordable when it comes to like especially paying for an account for each of the students.
Yes.
So we have really made it as discounted as we possibly could go, like as the deepest discount that we could give in order to help the non-profits and also the teachers in their mission. They have a mission to educate, to bring awareness about their, if it was a non-profit, the issues that they have. So we do our best to support and give back as well.
I think this will work very well with our schools system. I mean, children here. Nowadays, because we do so many charity work, and then we come up with so many flyers, so many push notifications, where we really greatly would need services from this from Piktochart. Well, I wish you all success. I mean, Piktochart has been in Malaysia, I guess, since started in Malaysia in 2011. Okay, come on, Malaysians need to know more about this, don't we? Right. So thank you very much, Ai Ching, for coming with such a wonderful product. I love it a lot, and I wish that more Malaysians will know about this.
Thank you.
So if you want to know more about Piktochart, do check out piktochart.com, and also to subscribe to the Right View Show, check out the Right Move Guys Facebook page.